down relationships with. But this last year particularly has been a joy to work with Lou Dibella. I think he's done such an amazing job with his fighters, balancing them across networks with various different promoters and opportunities, because I think that rather than aligning himself with one partner, he's done the best job for all of his fighters and his clients. And he sits now with a great talent pool of fighters, obviously with a huge amount of experience in the industry. And it's been a joy learning from him, if you like, as well, since we came to America as well. And we have our arguments, but he delivers for his fighters. He keeps his word when a deal is made. And again, you won't see many more passionate people in the sport of boxing than Lou Dibella. His heart will be on his sleeve on October 5th at MSG. And I like people like that, because I'm cut from the same cloth. We both want to win desperately. We both want our fighters to win desperately. And I look forward to facing off against him in the build-up to this fight and also on fight night as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the promoter for Sergey DEREVYANCHENKO, Lou Dibella.
Thank you, Eddie, and I am grateful for the fact that I've been able to encounter open doors in this business from the zone and elsewhere, that I've been able to find opportunities for my fighters and try to, with a good team, like the team behind Sergey, Al Heyman, and Keith Connolly, been able to orchestrate opportunities and paydays and chances to rise to the top level of the sport for the fighters I work with. This was a complicated couple of months that led up to this fight. I once had hair, like somewhat like yours when I started. Maybe not like that good, but when I started 30 years ago in the sport, I had hair. I also weighed a few pounds less. Eddie, the sweater. I mean, it's 90 degrees out. For God's sake, you're wearing a blue sweater. Okay. Look, I was really impressed by what the Zone did to assure themselves and to assure boxing fans of a quality schedule this fall. You can't compel a fighter to get into the ring and fight a particular fighter. It doesn't even matter if the contract specifies it. You can't make a man go into the ring and fight another man, or a woman go into the ring and fight another woman if they don't want to. And honestly, the guy to my right is one of the great champions of our time, one of the greatest middleweights who's ever laced up gloves, and one of the greatest people in boxing. He doesn't need to keep chasing somebody. The fight will happen when everybody wants that fight to happen. But in the meantime, we were able to negotiate openly and honestly with Golden Boy to attempt to make a Canelo Alvarez fight. But when we were not able to reach terms, part of the reason we were able to move on was we knew who the guy next in line was. We knew that it was Gennady Golovkin, one of the great champions of boxing. We knew that Gennady knew Sergey. They knew each other for years. I mean, when they were both amateurs. Sergey's one of the greatest amateurs that's ever laced up gloves in Eastern Europe, and as was Triple G. These are both men with over 300 amateur wins and just a handful of amateur losses. So Gennady knew that the guy that was going to fall down to him wasn't some easy touch. It wasn't a walkover to win a title. It was absolutely one of the best middleweights in the world for an opportunity to get a belt that somebody else out there somehow believed he needed to get to be worthy of another fight. Look, Canelo is a great fighter, one of the best in the world. He's on the Zone. People are going to get to watch Canelo Alvarez on the Zone, and that's good if you're a boxing fan. But anybody who knows anything about boxing knows at worst, when Canelo and Triple G met, it was 1-1, and Triple G has every reason to believe that it's 2-0, because that second fight could have gone either way, and the first one was clearly his. But right now, he's moving on with his life and fighting the best middleweight in the world available to him in this next fight. And that's what I believe Sergey is. And I also believe it's giving Triple G the opportunity to get that belt that he had given up a little while ago, been taken away from a while ago, and have a belt in the middleweight division if he can beat the man to my left. But I'm going to tell you, this is one of the 3 hardest fights Triple G's ever walked into the ring for. It's one of the 3 best opponents in my mind, Triple G's faced as a pro. I really believe that. That's how good I think Sergey is. I think this is a great fight for fight fans. I think it's a great opportunity to come to the Garden and see a tremendous show. And I promise you that between Triple G Promotions and Eddie and myself, the rest of the card is going to live up to the main event. and we're going to have a night of boxing that's going to be one of the best nights of boxing on the DAZN schedule for the rest of the year. If you don't get DAZN, you need to get DAZN. And you need to get DAZN because the quality of the programming being made available on a regular basis to boxing fans is the highest quality of boxing available on any platform right now. That's not my opinion. If you just look at it, you look at the schedules, and you look at what's coming and who's fighting, it's empirical fact. Right now, for the cost of one pay-per-view, you can get a year at DAZN and get the best in boxing. October 5th, Madison Square Garden, it's going to be the best in boxing. I want to thank my staff for their hard work. Keith, thank you, and Al, Eddie, thank you, Triple G Promotions. I want to most thank the guy over here, the guy to my right, because even though we were the #1 contender, even though this was a route to a world title, Triple G didn't have to fight us. He accepted this fight as a challenge. He knows that DEREVYANCHENKO is a worthy adversary, and he knows that the winner that night on October 5th is a world champion, a real champion. So I want to thank you, Gennady. Thank you very much. And October 5th, we'll see you at Madison Square Garden. It's going to be a great night of boxing.